year with clean eating
Okay.
and working out because I have periods where I'm doing the clean eating, but I'm not being active. On being active and the eating is touch and go.
Right.
So collectively, I want both.
Okay. All right. And that makes sense. So ultimately, she's wanting to focus on a little bit more consistency, right? And a lot of us usually fail in that department, not because we're not able to, we don't got the motivation or discipline. It's the fact that when life throws us curveballs, we go back to what we know.
Hmm.
And the things that we naturally gravitate to when life throwing us curveballs is probably the thing that's going to be detrimental to our current goal, which is to lose weight. Some people go to smoking, some people go to drinking, some people use food as a vice. At the end of the day, we're all doing the exact same thing. And ironically, let's be real, if you smoke, it's not good for your lungs, but smoking is better for your weight loss journey than you just eating everything underneath the sun, especially if it's baked goods. So there's always a con and a pro to every single decision you make. Question is, what is your goal at the time? So Kui, since you said you want to be a little bit more consistent, one thing I also want to let you know as well, I noticed how you said I don't want to have any cheat days no more, and then you fixed yourself and then you said I don't want to turn my cheat day into a cheat weekend, right?
Hmm.
And little things like that. What are you afraid of the most when you do cheat?
Just staying down. Like my vice is ice cream.
Okay.
I can have ice cream today. And when I eat ice cream, I like it to the point where I don't have to eat anything else for the rest of the day. I just want ice cream.
Okay.
But I don't want to have ice cream on a Friday and then ice cream on Saturday and Sunday. If
Okay.
I'm having it Friday, just Friday, that's it.
Now, let me ask you a better question. Why can you only have ice cream on Friday?
I don't like your questions.
Why not?
Not that I can't have it, but for me it's like the self-control. That's a vice for me because it's something that I really enjoy, but for me it's not good. Because if I'm eating that, then I won't eat anything else and I want like a small scoop will turn into the whole pint.
Okay. Now, is the ice cream itself not good, or the ice cream Queen naturally picks up not good?
It's the ice cream I pick up.
And what is the ice cream that you pick up?
Vanilla Swiss almond Haagen Dazs.
Okay. And you say usually buy by the pint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one thing I want everybody to practice who's on this call is stop telling yourself, this is good for me, this is bad for me. I can only have this thing that I really want until I hit my goal. I want you to find a way how you can kind of have your cake and eat it too, which means that I'm going to sneak in the things that I want. But ultimately, on the days that I'm trying to actively see the scale drop, I'm just not going to have that brand.
Okay.
Context, which means what? Let's say I was able to lock Queen in a room and I had to make sure she lose 30 pounds in 2 months, right? Queen's telling herself, if I had to lose 30 pounds in 2 months, I cannot have no ice cream. I'm not going to tell her that. What I'm going to say is if I had to make Queen lose weight and still have ice cream, what I'm going to do instead is get her some ice cream, just the brand that she's not used to, once again. So y'all already know, for all my clients who've been on with me for X amount of time, if you type in protein-based ice cream near me, what are you going to see? The ones that you should prefer, these are now new. It's called the protein pints. And they got 30 grams of protein in it. But once again, I don't want you to take their word for it. What I want you to do is actually look at the physical label to see if it really makes sense. Okay, so once I share this tab and you look at the full details, it says 30 grams of protein. Obviously, they're promoting their best thing about the product, right? But now if we actually look at the actual label, it got 30 grams of protein, okay, 20 grams of carbs, 5 grams of sugar, 3 grams of added sugar, okay? But when you look at it, does it have actually 30 grams of protein per serving, Kui? Or do you see 30 grams of protein if you eat the whole entire pint? For anybody who's looking at this label, is it protein based or is it carb based?
Looks like it's carb based.
It's most definitely carb based. Why you see that? Say that, Sharon.
Because you have the 20 grams carbohydrate and the sugar, total sugars, and then the added sugar.
There you go.
And, mhm.
Right? So ultimately, once again, what these companies like to do, and by the way, I've been seeing this over and over again, and one day I was going to pick it up for myself and actually read the label for myself. I'm glad I'm doing this right now. So the reason why these food companies, they like to use serving sizes is to manipulate the real numbers. Because now if you look at this, when you first pick this up, you're really thinking this got 30 grams of protein, right? Cool. They're not lying to you, but they're talking about if I eat this thing from the top to the bottom, you're going to receive 30 grams of protein. But what Quee just said, the average person on average usually knows, especially when it comes to ice cream, I should stop eating sooner than later, which means that I'm not going to eat 30 grams of protein when I choose to finish eating this 9 times out of 10, especially if you're going to eat about half, right? So now the problem is, hold up, let me see if I can add somebody in. Somebody's in here. Okay. Yeah, so the problem is if you actually eat the serving size, it says you're getting 20 grams of carbs for 10 grams of protein. Which means what? You're still getting more carbs in this pint of ice cream than protein, period. Okay? So, but at the end of the day, no matter how you slice it, this cookie dough type of ice cream might be a little bit healthier than the one that Queen named earlier, which is the Haagen-Dazs, basically vanilla and almonds, something like that. Am I right or no?
Yes.
Okay, and you said the vanilla Swiss almond, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the bougie flavor. I've never seen this flavor before. Okay, so now if I look at this and we're comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges, this one got 30 grams of carbs. So already off the rip, this one got more grams of carbs than what we just seen. But it also has 25 grams of sugar, 22 grams of added sugar per same serving, which is 2/3 of a cup. If you eat this whole entire container, they're telling you that you're going to get about 2.5 servings, right? And each serving is 2/3 of a cup. The last one, if you paid attention, it said you're going to get 3 servings for 2/3 of a cup, which means that if you go back to the other one, you're going to get not only more ice cream, but this ice cream is also healthier for you no matter how you slice it. This one got 25 grams of fat and 22 grams of added sugar and 30 grams of carbs for 2/3 of a cup. If you paid attention to the ice cream that I just showed you, if you ate the whole entire thing, you're getting 480 calories. So that's why instead of Queen telling herself, hey man, you know what? I just gotta go cold turkey. And in order for me to lose weight, I cannot have no ice cream. What I will tell her instead is, hey, instead of you getting that Haagen-Dazs one that you love and hold so close to your heart, why not we just get the one right here where you're getting more bang for your buck, literally. You're also getting more protein, you're getting less fat, and you're getting less carbs, and you can eat more of it. And oh, by the way, if you eat the whole entire container, that is equivalent to you eating only 2/3. Honestly, way more, by the way. But that's equivalent to you eating 2 or a half of the Haagen-Dazs. Which one would you rather have now, Quee?
The protein
The
one.
protein one, but you see the way she said it, she don't want that. She still wants her own one. So at the end of the day, what I would advise her to do is Monday through Friday, the days that you're really trying to see the scale drop and you know you're on your cycle and you're really craving something and you really want some ice cream, I'm going to say have this.
Okay.
But then on a Saturday and Sunday or her designated cheat day where she could live her life a little bit more and eat whatever she wants, that will be the day where I'll tell her, hey, okay, if you want your actual ice cream and that's going to keep you focused and motivated for the very next week, and now you are literally prioritizing your cheat days and you can stay focused until that cheat day, just have the ice cream, the one that you want. It's
Okay.
all about awareness. All right, just don't eat a pint of that ice cream back to back to back to
Right.
back days.
Have
Of
you heard
course.
it yet?
Okay.
And Thank you.
Of course, of course. Sharon, since you back on track, what is your New Year's resolution for this year?
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Um, Mine is just getting back on track and more accountability. I've been on the program before. I know it works. I consider mine, as I told Trey, kind of grief weight. I lost both my parents back to back. So I think just eating and not really being mindful. I do love sweets. So probably the cake and ice cream. Not more so cake. Maybe donuts. And being that I'm a vegetarian, when I think I'm eating healthy, I'm probably not eating the right things still that have they're more based of carbohydrates. So really just looking for the accountability and yeah, that's it.
Okay, I just look for accountability and how many pounds you want to lose in total this year.
I would like to lose 30.
30. Okay, all right, 30. And I want y'all to remember this face because by April, she's going to be done. Okay? Vegetarian, vegan, it doesn't matter. Because one thing I know about Sharon, when she locks in, she locks in. All right? So, ladies, for all the people who do not know, when you're doing a vegan or vegetarian diet, of course, you're not going to lose weight as fast. Even though you was taught that this is the healthiest type of diet, right? And the reason being is simply because your body is made out of protein, especially certain type of amino acids it's looking for that comes from animal protein. And because you're not giving your body as much protein, naturally your metabolism is going to slow down just a little bit. Okay? So, believe it or not, protein actually speeds and boosts up your metabolism. When you're getting protein, especially from animal meats, it also got iron in it. That heme iron or that myoglobin that y'all see, that red stuff that comes out when you're making meat, that has iron in it. And guess what? If you're not giving your body enough iron, you know what slows down? What do women say all the time once they get older? This slows down for them.
Metabolism.
Metabolism slow down. Your metabolism does slow down. You know why? Because your thyroid needs iron to move, to do its job. So if you're not giving your body an adequate amount of iron, you're not going to be as active. You're not going to have as much energy. And that thermostat or that regulator in your body is not going to work as efficiently. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not going to be as active. Let's put it like that. All right. So if you're not eating a whole lot of red meat, and you're not eating any seafood, like Sharon is not eating no seafood, she just got to make sure, if you are a vegetarian and want to go that route, I know a lot of women is doing the Daniel's fast, have more beans, have more legumes, have more lentils. That should be your basis of your diet on average. Black beans, navy beans, cannelli beans, lupin beans. Lentils is actually healthier than beans. A lot of people just don't care for lentils as much, right? But you need to have more beans to get the complete protein. Beans is actually a complete protein that you should incorporate on the average day if you are going the vegan, vegetarian-ish route. All right? All right.
And what's the servings on that? Is that like a half a cup or?
For beans? So just so I can make it more relatable to your lifestyle, what is your favorite type of bean?
I like lentil.
You like lentils?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. So usually every time if you want to find out a serving of any fruit or any vegetable, you want to type in 1 cup just in general. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if I type in lentils, 1 cup nutrition facts, right? So they're going by a tablespoon, but nobody's eating it off a tablespoon. So let's see. Nutritionix, the actual website has been down for a little second, but you can still download the app. So let's see.
Or you can do black beans. I like black beans as well.
Black beans? Okay, cool. Let me just see. Yeah, they're still approving that or whatever. Cool. But give or take, it says it's going to be like 230 calories, 18 grams of protein, about 24 grams of net carbs. Why do I say 24 grams of net carbs, Sharon?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Why is it 24 net carbs?
Oh, okay. I thought you cut out. I'm sorry. I have to make this bigger.
No problem.
because you got it's 40 grams of carbohydrates and then minus the fiber.
There you go. Okay. So 40 minus 16
16.
is 24 net carbs, right? And this is
Mm-hmm.
why I say lentils is just a little bit healthier, not because it got a little bit more vitamins and minerals, which it does, just a little bit more. And you see, key minerals, excellent source of folate and iron. These are the two things you want, especially if you deal with any type of anemia. There's iron anemia, and then there's folate anemia. And it does the same thing because vitamin B9 is the one that actually helps create your cells, period. All right. So you want to have a little bit of both. But you said you like black beans, right?
Yes.
1 cup nutrition facts. And you're going to get about 25 net carbs. If you would have went on like Nutritionix, it'll say about 26. It usually got about 14 grams of fiber, 40 grams of carbs, 15 grams of protein. So it's similar. Okay? But ultimately, I just want you to make sure, especially if you're vegan, you can eat a lot more beans, right? The reason why I tell my clients no beans, no corn, no bread, no rice, once again, is every single time Sharon usually makes a dish or plate or order a dish or plate that got beans with it, it also naturally comes with what?
Rice.
There you go. And a lot of women is gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna push these beans to the side, and I'm gonna just eat all of this rice. And if I got any room left, now I'm gonna eat the beans." Let's be real. And then you realize, wow, I got absolutely no nutrition out of this rice, because rice is just a filler food. It literally does not have any really nutritional value. It just helps you stay fuller for longer because it's dense with starches or dense with carbs, which means what? It's gonna help you gain weight. So just remember, ladies, if it's white on average, it's not right. It's going to be voided of vitamins, voided of minerals. You want to have things that got some color to it naturally. Okay? So that's the same that goes for oats. People ask me about quinoa all the time. White potatoes is actually the best white starch you can get your hands on, believe it or not. But once again, if you're manipulating it and you're adding a whole stick of butter to it, you defeat the purpose. And when people naturally think about potatoes, if y'all was the type that was actually making some like roasted potatoes, or you're having a baked potato and you're not going crazy with the sour cream and butter, you can actually have a little bit of potatoes. But if you're the type that says, "Oh, Trey, I'm just having these French fries," that's two totally different things than an actual potato. The more it's manipulated, the more it's processed, the worse it is for you. Okay? So try to have things at its natural state. Now you can have it a little bit more. So y'all can have some sweet potatoes. Y'all can have little things like that, especially if you're mindful of the additions. Just remember, the more starchy the carb is, the less fat you naturally want to use. So a sweet potato, I shouldn't go crazy with the butter. But if I have broccoli, I can put all the butter I want on it. You're not going to overdo the butter with broccoli. But on the sweet potato or starch, I will. So you adding butter to your rice, you're definitely trying to gain weight. You're playing yourself. All right? All right.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Littles, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
Great, I'm great. So, what is your New Year's resolution this year?
Just try to stick to eating healthier
Okay.
and swap out all the foods I like with the healthier foods. Just trying to stick to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you able to watch any of the videos yet?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna give you an idea of what you can expect on this program. Ashley, where you at?
Hello, I'm right here.
Hey Ash, how you doing? Happy New Year too.
Hello, how are you? Happy New Year.
Okay, all right. So Ashley is somebody, Vanessa, who
Yes.
joined my program. And by the way, me and Ashley been in constant like somewhat communication for the past 2 years. She was working with one of my trainers, but then she worked with me directly, right? Now, just so you can have an idea of what you can expect, Ashley, tell us what you've been eating for the past month or two. What type of food? What have been your go-to meals?
My go-to meals, if I'm not cooking outside, has been Wingstop. Um, and I recently ordered Butcher Box, and I know my menstrual. I'm on it right now, so I know you told me I need to eat more steak, so that's what I've been doing. I've been doing like ribeyes and steak tips. I just had some sockeye salmon that I got from Butcher Box, but my go-to mainly that keeps me full for like 2 days is Wingstop.
Okay. So she's having things like Wingstop. Some of my clients is over there is having Five Guys. Some of my clients is having Chick-fil-A. Some of my clients, as you can see, I told that
And Chick-fil-A too.
Quee earlier that you don't have to have don't cut out the ice cream all the way. Just get a better quality ice cream.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So on this program, we don't deprive you of nothing. We want you to understand what you're doing because you're also going to realize some days, wow, I had a whole cheat day and the scale still dropped.
Yeah.
So some women, they start getting happy. They say, oh, the scale dropped one day. I'm going to do the same cheat day again. Then they realize that time the scale goes up. Okay? So your body's going to work with you and tolerate a lot more things once you get it into a fat burning state. So just to give you an idea, Vanessa, if you wasn't on this program and it was date night, what is one of your favorite restaurants you like to go to?
We like seafood.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh, seafood.
Name a
Forgot the
restaurant.
name of the place. Anyway, but City Island. There you go. So we go to City Island.
City Island.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if I type in City Island, now what I want you to do, it's called restaurant, right? So what state you live in?
Sammy's is the name of the restaurant in City Island.
Sammy's. City Island. Oh, okay. All right. You're in New York, right? Sammy's Fish
Yeah,
Box?
I'm in Jersey, but work in New York. Yes.
But where did you get a Sammy's? Because I went to Sammy's and I was just like not impressed. I'm like, and I love seafood. I'm from Brooklyn. I was like, what did you get? Yes, please tell me because it was like no seasoning. It was a lot of seafood, yes, but no flavor. I was not happy because everybody's been hyping City Island up for yeah.
Where did you get it,
we like
Vanessa? So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see my menu or my website, but what do you naturally get from City Island, Vanessa?
We get like the big platter with like lobster, crab legs, rice, corn, broccoli.
Okay.
It's like a
So it sounds like a crab boil almost.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just it's not a crab boil, but yeah.
Okay.
Steamed crab legs and everything. Yeah.
Steamed crab legs, corn. You said potatoes.
And then like rice at the bottom of the platter. It's like a platter
rice.
for two. It's
Okay,
like a big platter.
Okay. So now, I know you're fairly new to my program, but based on what you naturally know, which carb that you name you think is the worst one and why?
Rice.
And you're right. Okay. And once again, I never want y'all to guess. I want you to know. Okay. So the only thing that was really off is the fact that once again, when she said seafood, everybody knows when you get or order seafood, it's gonna come with naturally potatoes. It's gonna naturally come with corn. Corn is not that deep. But when you smack or you let it sit in that whole butter in the bottom of the bag, now it is gonna be that deep. Potatoes by itself is not that deep, but when you let it sit inside that bag of butter and all the sauces, it is that deep because once again, the two things you do not want to mix is carbs with fat. Okay? So rice, we already seen rice. When you have rice and you're making it and you're boiling some water, whatever the case may be, y'all literally see the rice absorb all the water. So what do you think is going to happen when you put a whole lot of butter inside of it? You think this is just magically disappearing? No, the rice is absorbing the butter. So now, if you mix carbs with fat, you're literally telling your body to store fat. All right? So if I compare rice nutrition facts to potato nutrition facts, we're going to see two totally different things. So, rice nutrition facts. And I wish Nutritionix wasn't down right now. That's crazy. But rice nutrition facts, 100 grams. Okay, yeah, they're not showing everything anymore. But long story short, it got 45 grams of carbs. I know that off the top of my head. Boom. All right. But then when you compare it to potatoes, it got 33 grams of carbs. So you're just literally saving yourself 12 grams of net carbs in general. Okay? And that's why it's important for us to read the label here and there, Because some people was taught all their life that, once again, things like brown rice is better than white rice, right? Yet, because they never really did their due diligence and tried to do their own research, they don't know why. So the only difference between white rice and brown rice is literally about 15 calories and 3 grams of carbs. So more of the story, if you like white rice, you might as well just eat the white rice. If you like brown rice, yeah, you can have some brown rice. It got a little bit more fiber in it, but it's not going to change the narrative. Rice is rice. You can still expect the scale to go up regardless if you have the white rice or the brown rice. But that's not what they don't teach you. Okay? So they're literally pulling on hairs, in a sense. All right? So just be mindful, and once again, Google your favorite foods once. That way, if you Google it once, you know what you can expect for the rest of your life. All right? But yeah, shoot me a text, Vanessa, too, tomorrow, so we can go ahead and get your show on the road too.
Okay.
All right, boss. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Shh. You know what, Katisha? How you doing? Katisha Cole. I don't think you paid your phone bill for the New Year's.
I wished you Happy New Year. You didn't even respond.
I didn't hear you. Nobody heard you. So
everybody.
sorry. It's like, nah. Happy New Year's, Katisha.
Hi.
All right, so now you're a vet now on this program. So you're a veteran on this program.
A vet.
We've been seeing your face for almost a whole year now. You know?
Okay.
Which is fine. So what is your New Year's resolution this year? What are you trying to do?
You know, this is a very rough time of year for
Yes.
me. So, I don't know. I haven't said anything for myself but to complete my program and do what I'm supposed to do because I haven't been. So, and I'll be, you know, traveling soon because we had a death in my family last month. So I'll be going to Grenada in the next couple weeks.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that too. Okay, but I already know why this is a rough time a year for you. So just keep your head above water, and anytime you need me, stop being a stranger.
I texted you and you did not respond.
I don't remember. Wrong person. I want to say something else, wrong end, but we ain't gonna go there.
Yeah,
you know?
don't.
All right, cool. But Happy New Year's. Now that I see you, you know what I'm saying? Just want to let you know Happy New Year's, and we miss you. I miss you too.
I'll be back.
Thank
you. Yeah, maybe February.
Yeah, that makes sense. So give yourself a month, okay? So I know what it is. All right?
Okay.
All right, Katisha.
All right, train.
Sounds like a plan. Let's talk to Aisha. Aisha St. Patrick, how you doing?
Hilarious.
Nah. Yeah, where have you been?
What's my life? I'm here. I'm alive.
Are you alive? My phone wouldn't have known.
I'm here. I'm alive.
Okay.
I think I fell off about 2 months, honestly, which has been wild.
Okay. That's fine, though. Because you're very consistent. So I know once you get back on track, you're back in your bag. And I'm pretty sure you don't have a lot of weight to lose anymore.
I haven't gained any weight.
I know you didn't. That's my point. Okay? And I know you've been having all the bread again.
That's
all
the problem,
pancakes.
though, because I'm not gaining no weight. So I'm like, oh, I can have a little this, have a little that, but I got to get back on my game. I'm on the call for first step.
So why do you feel like during your time off, 2 months passed, holiday season, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas, why you don't think you have been gaining any weight, even though you haven't been eating up to par, quote unquote, like you used to do?
It's wild. I think it's a combination, like, because normally if I ate like this, I would have been gaining weight.
Of course.
But I think my metabolism is up. But I think also I'm still mindful of what I eat. I'm still not like ODing like crazy. So I'm still like, okay, let me have juice, let me have water, or let me have a salad rather than this. So I am still making some mindful choices. So I'm not just like eating just whatever, but I'm not following the way I am supposed to follow by no means.
Yeah. And that makes sense. So, ladies, one thing I want y'all to see, or y'all going to experience, so I'm glad that Aisha experienced it for herself these past 2 months, but some of y'all going to realize I fell off completely off the wagon. But when I decide to get back on the wagon, that weight is literally free falling off my body. Okay, so this program is literally a cheat code because you're actually priming your metabolism to burn body fat. And if you never did that 48-hour fast, not one time in your life, as some of us not only did the 48-hour fast, but we stay consistent with it, right? So if you did a 48-hour fast, now you're teaching your body how to run off body fat, which means when Aisha tries to lose weight now, it's always going to be easier for her to lose weight now opposed to at any other point in time in her life. That's how it works.
I believe that because before, if I would have lost and I ate the way I've been eating, I'd have been right back up 5-10 pounds, right where my body likes to be comfortable at.
Yeah.
I'm still way under my body's comfortable weight, if that makes sense. Like there's a number I would not go under for like 6 years. I'm still way underneath that number.
So now you're at a new set point because your body literally don't have enough fat cells to even carry for you to stay at that number. You know, so I'll even be candid with y'all too. If y'all was paying attention to how I was moving the past 2 or 3 months, I wasn't as consistent with the group calls, little things like that, right? And ultimately, it was just because honestly, I was getting burnt out. I wasn't feeling it, and I got to a point myself where I was like, I'm doing all this. I'm always on my P's and Q's. You know what? I'm gonna allow myself to have insomnia cookies. I'm gonna allow myself to have a random drink on a Wednesday just because I want to drink on a Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? For the past 2 months, I've been living my life. Honestly. Okay? My girl been making cookies every single day. Guess what? I've been having 2 to 3 cookies every single day. I didn't even care. I don't care. I'm getting nice and fat. Face plump as hell. Right? But then I started realizing, okay, when I started the last week of December, I was like, all right, Trey, you know what to do. Just do it. And I'm starting to realize that in the past 7 days, I recorded myself too, so I'm about to do a video series. But I lost a substantial amount of fat on my body's metabolism all revved up again. Where all the little parts of my body where I was not too fond of, I feel like my body always stored fat in certain areas, it's coming immediately off. And it's only been 1 solid week of me staying consistent. So that just showed me for myself that majority of the times when we start gaining weight, it's the fact that we're doing something habitually wrong. Day in, day out. But for some of us, was unaware of what we was doing. Some people know I'm not supposed to be drinking a glass of wine every single night, but it can't be the wine. No, it was the wine. For some people, oh man, I'm just eating 2 cookies, or I'm just starting off my day with Starbucks every single day. It can't be that, but it is that. So what Aisha experienced is not the fact that she came across this program and this program is magical. Now her metabolism is super fast. She's also more mentally aware of what she's doing. She knows how to check herself. After the third cookie, she's like, hey, am I eating this cookie because I'm hungry or because I'm just being fat? That little thing that goes off in your head when that happens, that's all you really need. Just overall awareness. So I'm glad, Aisha, you experienced that, but let's make sure you hit your goal at least by next month. I already know you got 10 pounds.
I have a birthday coming up in March, so I have a certain number I want to be at, so I have to get back on the wagon.
Yeah, and you only got 12 more pounds to lose. How much?
Ooh,
what you want?
The initial goal, I'm probably 8 pounds from.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. You can't be far.
But the Tiana Taylor is 18 pounds.
You're Tiana Taylor. I already know what weight you at. You are. Yeah, max 20, but you can lose 20 by March. We ain't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's lock in.
Back.
I can't, and I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
And hopefully I get a call from you in the next couple of days and not by Monday.
I'm gonna schedule.
Thank you, Queen.
When I get the call.
All right. All right. Thank you for sharing. Celeste, Happy New Year's.
Hey, Happy New Year.
So what's your goal for this year? What's your New Year's resolution? Just in general. It don't gotta be about weight loss all the time either.
My goal. Not about weight loss. I guess to just, to get control of my weekends, and it's not like I do anything bad during the weekend, but this is more of a weight loss goal, but to not overdo it on things. So like on food and drinks and stuff. So to get a better hold of that.
I don't know if you're doing it. Are you doing a dry January?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking. Okay, because I'm doing it for myself. Because
Yeah.
last month I've been kind of wilding. I'll be honest with
Oh
you.
yeah.
I was
You
gonna
know,
ask, what is a dry January?
no alcohol January.
Oh, I was like, okay.
Are you doing a dry January, Ashley?
I have not been drinking.
Yeah, I noticed that, right?
Yeah, I have not been drinking. I haven't drunk. I didn't drink anything December. I've been chilling.
Congrats. What made you want to do that?
Because I like margaritas and they make you. They make you fat. I just want to. I'm just. I don't know. But I'm just like, let me not. I'm
Okay.
not craving it. I just stopped. Not like I'm never gonna not. But I
Yeah.
chill. But I really have taken a pause, and I feel like that's why the scale's been moving. Because I used to, well, let's go for happy hour. Let's make margaritas. That's like my favorite thing.
Yeah. And one thing
Oh,
I am.
I lie. Wait, for my holiday party, I did have the tequila soda and lime, but that was that one day.
Okay.
My job had a holiday party.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I
once
finally
again,
tried
ladies,
the drink you suggested, and it was actually really good. So
which one?
the tequila lime and soda,
Oh, okay.
seltzer
Yeah.
water and tequila,
Yeah.
because I was doing it wrong. You said Diet Coke and tequila is
Yeah. It's
nasty.
dirty.
But yeah, that was a good alternative. I like it. It's like straight to the point.
Yeah. So for all of what Ash is referring to, it's usually called range water, but they probably never heard of it unless you're down south. But it's basically just tequila, soda, and lime juice. But yeah, and also because Ashley been so locked in, she's trying to see a brand new number. She hasn't been drinking as much. And just remember, ladies, alcohol itself is really not going to stop your weight loss unless you overdo it. And what
Yeah, I was
that
overdoing it.
and there we go. And you got to understand what you're overdoing it. And here's the funny thing. A lot of us think we're not overdoing it until we hear statistics that say that the average adult shouldn't be having more than 7 drinks per week. Right?
I think I was doing wine every night at one
but
point.
here's the thing. What they was talking about was actual ounces too. So they was basically saying, and 7 drinks equates to 7 ounces of alcohol. Which means that basically, if you had a shot, right, you can only have a shot a day max. Which means that when we be having our nights where we out and about, excuse my French, I will have 2 margaritas and maybe a Truly or one of those White Claws, one of those High Noon, something like that. Then do it all over again on a Saturday night. Then or Sunday, okay, I'm just going to keep it cute today. I'm just have a mimosa. You went over. It adds up quick. So essentially, they're basically saying about 4 drinks a week. But it's safe to say, 9 times out of 10, nobody's just ever leaving out with 1 margarita. Okay? So that's why for the people who like to have, a nice beverage here and there, just try to make sure that you are drinking at least more straight, or have something that you really don't care for, but you're still getting the feeling that you want. That way it's a little bit healthier, and that way you're not going to overdo it. So for me, when I'm trying to be mindful of how many drinks I'm having that night, I'm going to get the one of those White Claws, one of those Trulies, one of those High Noons. Why? I don't really care for the taste, but it's good enough where I can finish a can, but you never see me saying, oh, I can't wait to have a 3rd or 4th can. Never. So something where it's going to keep you at bay, keep that monkey off your back, but something that's also doing the job so not everybody's asking you, oh, why you not drinking? Why you not drinking? Because a lot of people don't want to go to that either. I hate that.
Yeah, I'm going to a bowling party, and I told my friend I'm not drinking. So don't ask me 50 million questions.
It's going to be a whole discussion, yeah.
But why are you not drinking? I'm not pregnant. I just don't want to drink. Leave me alone.
A lot of people don't like when people's getting healthier and people are stuck in a rut and doing the exact same things that they're doing the very next year. So that's why even like me right now, I'm doing a dry January, not because I even have a drinking problem, but it's good to always have that discipline when, especially me, when I go out to a Mexican restaurant 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm like, dang, okay, it's Margarita Wednesdays. It's only $5. But nah, I don't need that, even though it's only $5. I shouldn't be getting it all because I can afford it. That's what I'm doing it for. So it's a nice little reset for your mindset.
My birthday, I gained 12 pounds because I was out drinking and eating every night for almost 2 weeks.
That makes
It was
sense.
ridiculous.
But how fast did you get it off?
Super fast.
Still don't matter.
Like a week and a half or so.
See what I'm saying?
Almost 2 weeks.
So that's the beauty, y'all. So just remember, y'all got to be patient with
Exactly.
yourself. If it took you 30 plus years to get to this weight, it's not going to take you 2 weeks to lose all this weight. Okay? So be patient with yourself and please give yourself grace while you're going through this process. But somebody like Ashley, once again, she lost 30 pounds in the past 3 or 4 months. So she could talk her talk. All right? So yeah. Nicole, Happy New Year's. How you been?
Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to everyone else. It's good to see you, Ashley. All the old folks on here.
The old gang, you know. I might as well. I feel like if I say Nicole, I gotta say Nicole and Patty Ann. So Patty Ann, Happy New Year to you too. I know you're here.
Happy New Year, Trey.
Okay, that's the Butt Buddies crew right there.
Happy New Year, everyone.
All right, so let me ask y'all lovely ladies, what's y'all New Year's resolution for 2026?
Well, mine's is I got literally probably 10 pounds to go.
Okay.
And to tone up. Tone up is my biggest thing right now. That's what I really need to focus on. Like I need to go lifting like a freaking animal.
That's good. I love that.
That's about it. I had my fun for the holidays. I did eat everything I wanted, drink all the sorrel, all the spike sorrel with some good punching in there. And when you said 2-day fast, let's get it together. I did my 2-day fast. I got it together and I'm officially at 180 pounds. So 175 to 170, I really got to stop. I got to stop, Trey. I got to mentally stop and just tone up. I can't, if I get to 175, 170, I can't lose no more weight. I would look like a crackhead.
Okay. I love the fact that you said that. So you know what? Let's talk about that too, Nicole. Because a lot of women nowadays, so first off, you're smaller than last time we spoke. Last time we spoke, you was around like 188, 185.
Yep.
So that means the fact that you hit 180, you've been doing something right, even though you've been having your fun, having your cake, essentially eating it too, right? So a lot of women, when they're at that last tail end or that last chapter of the weight loss journey, talking about toning up. So just to give y'all an idea of what y'all can expect when it comes to toning up, I first need your dimensions, okay? So Nicole, how tall are you? How much do you currently weigh now?
I'm 180 and I'm 5'9".
Okay, so Nicole is a taller woman. The reason why I made her say it out loud is to make y'all have an idea of what y'all can expect at these certain weights, okay? Aisha earlier said, I'm about 18 pounds away from my Tiana Taylor. What does that even look like? Tiana Taylor is about 5'6", 5'7". Well, 5'6". I know she's 5'6". I know her in real life. Aisha's about 5'7", right? And Tiana Taylor, when y'all be seeing her chiseled up and all that, and she got the striations.
Today.
You said what?
I just watched a movie today.
That movie, the Battle After Another, right?
With some adopted boy that she took, supposed to be her son. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, well, it's it got Leonardo DiCaprio on it.
No. It's a movie in New York.
Okay.
But she, the abs
look crazy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like when she said 170, I'm like, and then when she said the height, I'm 5'1", so everybody be getting crazy over numbers. Like when I went to church the other day, they were like, "Oh my God, you don't need to lose some weight." I'm like, "Okay, I want to get to 145." They're gonna tell me, "Oh, that's gonna be too much." I'm 5'1".
Right.
Everybody gets stuck on these numbers.
Yeah.
Like, but I still have a belly, bro.
But that's because a lot of people don't. Once again, like you said, it's about the numbers. People don't know what type of aesthetic you can expect with that number. So a lot of women nowadays, they grew up with weight issues, right? So they associate a number to a certain time of their life when they was at that number. So like I remember this one lady, she was like, the last time I was 160, I was 13 years old. So I don't want to hit 160. And I'm like, well, she was 5'3". And I'm like, oh, I understand what you're saying, but
it's crazy.
You want to get lower than 200 pounds. So let's put it like that. You know, but she was telling herself 200 is that number, but that's because a lot of us, once again, we don't even believe it is possible for us to see that number because we're in our adult body. And if I was here when I was 13, it's impossible for me to get there and look somewhat like a thriving human being and not be skin and bones when I'm 35, 40 years old at this weight now. You know? So Nicole, she is 5'9". If Nicole said, Trey, I want to be bikini 2-piece ready all year round, kind of like my Tiana Taylor body, 5'9", I'm going to tell her 165. So she's only 15 pounds away. She's there.
Well, at 165 is really my aim. That's what I really have in my head mentally. So you're not wrong about that. But, you know, everyone is starting to say, oh, when are you going to stop losing the weight? I just listen to them and it really falls out on the other side of my ears because one thing I am is very determined about myself.
Yeah, trust me, I know. And that's why, Nicole, you are officially over 100 plus pounds down within a year, right? If I'm not mistaken? Correct. Okay. Yes. So Nicole, this time last year, was almost, if not, 100 pounds heavier.
Correct.
So when people see Nicole at 280 pounds and now she's 180 pounds, because I seen such a crazy transformation or her body changed dramatically within a year, I am going to be the person to say, are you okay? Are you sick? Are you going through something? And a lot of women do that. And that kind of steers their friends off in the wrong direction because they're like, okay, maybe I am getting too small. Yeah, you're just getting healthy again. That's all you're doing. You're just getting healthy. Okay? She's not far away from a weight where she can be here for the rest of her life and she can expect to be on this earth as long as God wanted her to be on this earth because she's at the weight where she's supposed to be at in the first place. So when Ashley say, okay, I'm at 5'1", I want to get down to 140 or something like that, it's like, that is ideal. You see what I'm saying?
Now, what do I need to do to make my stomach in one accord? Because my stomach is not in one accord.
Thank you, Ashley.
I mean, I could. Okay, so
hits and slopes. I want it to be in one accord.
So speaking about Tony, let me ask you this: Ashley, how many kids you got?
0.
Exactly.
But why my stomach not in one accord?
Because Ashley, when was the last time you was 130 pounds?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? That's my point. She just proved my point. I don't think I ever seen 130 pounds.
And maybe when I wasn't worried about the scale. My mother had me at Weight Watchers when I was like the little kid at Weight Watchers.
But guess what, Ashley? I kind of experienced what you experienced.
I had the steroid shots. Like I'm just happy that I'm like 30 pounds less than when I got married. I was 186 when I got married. Now I'm 156. So I'm like, but yeah, like 150 was one of them. But yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen that number. The lowest part of the scale I ever seen 10 years ago was 163.
But now you're proving my point. Because Ashley never really seen it, she's not telling herself that this is the number maybe I should be seeking. Because the last time I seen this number, I was probably 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right. Don't even know what it looked like.
Exactly.
You don't even know what it looks like. It. So if Ashley joined my program and said, Trey, I want to be in a dawn bikini by May, what weight do I need to be at? I would immediately tell her, how tall are you? 5'1"? I'm going to say 125, 130.
I thought it was 4'11", but I went to the doctor. They told me I was 5'1".
Oh, you grew 2 inches?
I was so excited. I made an announcement. But I'm 5'1". Put some respect.
Okay, so yeah. I'll tell her 125, 130. Simple. Aisha, if you're in that 5'6" to 5'8" range, I'm going to say 145 to 155.
If you can't tell people the numbers because they're going to make you feel bad and make you start sabotaging yourself. It's too much. It's too much. It's like,
that's my
we're
point.
Not the same. We're
I'm 5'5.5", Trey.
Oh, Aisha, you 5'5"?
5'5".
Oh, and a half. Keyword and a half. You see how women always add inches to their height like men do? So y'all get mad at us when we do that? Oh yeah, I'm 6'5" and he's really 6 foot.
Exactly.
Like, bro, you're not 6'5", bro. So yeah, so Aisha, I would tell Aisha, shoot for 140, 145, but I can guarantee her this. If she gets close to that range, if Tiana Taylor looks like that at 5'6", 145, you can expect something similar once you get to that side. So believe it or not, men do this all the time. Women don't do that though. Women don't really compare body types to body types. Y'all compare weights.
Yeah. True that.
See what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
And it's like,
Numbers, you're
okay, if I'm
right.
a 190, you 190, why we don't look the same? And you 6 inches taller
That's
than her.
so true. We
But
do because there are
yeah,
some girls that's 190 and I'm like, damn, what am I doing wrong?
you
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? So
And got hips and no stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just proportion different.
so yeah, genetics definitely play a difference, but also it's the principle of how long have you kept yourself in a muscle building state. Naturally, women when they're getting older, because y'all are dealing with a lot more stress, you probably have a family now, and you don't have as much time on your hands because y'all working so hard to grind and make some money, XYZ. Y'all stop going to the gym. But the metabolism being built is a contingent upon how much muscle mass you have. We was all taught at a very young age, if you're not using it, you're what?
You're gonna lose it.
You're losing it. I haven't
Just
practiced
like
my
your teeth.
Duolingo
If
in
you
the
don't
past
floss
3
it,
months. I don't feel confident speaking Spanish right now. But you would have called me in September, I was, yo, mi amo, everything. You see what I'm saying? So you got to stay consistent with what you're doing. And if you're not building as much muscle, if you stop really being active since high school and now you're 35, 40, and you're saying, oh yeah, Trey, well, I built at least 20 pounds of muscle, you didn't. You can't. It's impossible. Because you wasn't actively pushing your body and forcing it to stimulate a muscle protein synthesis response to start building muscle. So if you was telling yourself, hey, in high school I was 160, now I'm 190, but that was 15 years ago, I had to build at least a pound of muscle every single year. Yeah, I really wasn't actively going to the gym at least 2 to 3 times a week for a whole duration of a year. You wasn't. So what you was accumulating, believe it or not, even though you don't want to believe it, it was majority or at least 90% fat. So if you felt like you looked amazing in high school and you was 160, and now you are 40 years old at 190, and you're telling yourself, oh, all I got to do is hit 180, no, you probably got to hit 160. Because that was the last time you was building weight or building muscle on your actual frame. Period. That's kind of like you saying, oh, well, I know I was supposed to invest in stocks and I put 5 pennies in the stock market at 15. It should be at least $5,000 right now. It doesn't work like that. You probably realize that whole entire company been sold, consolidated, and some more things. They don't even exist on the stock market anymore. So you have to consistently give your body a reason to build muscle, because what your body prefers to do is take away that muscle the very first time you give it an opportunity to do so. Period. That's why women say my metabolism slows down when they're getting older. It's not really your metabolism slowing down. Your habits change. You're not as active. You're not moving your body as much. You're not lifting weights anymore. And you probably got a man now, so he's going to love your body regardless. And also, I'm not getting as much sleep, which means my hormones are a little bit more dysregulated. All of these little things add up. So if there's something that y'all want to do to kind of fix your frame as fast as possible, you got to start doing something active. You don't got to lift weights if that's not your thing. A lot of women don't like lifting weights. Go to that solid core class. Get that class pass. Go do Zumba. Once again, I got a client on my program. Every single Tuesday, she goes line dancing. Anything is better than nothing. But I would rather you find something where you find a community of women doing the exact same thing that's going to motivate you, where you feel like, oh man, Tiffany's really going to miss me if I don't go to class today. That way, naturally, they're holding you more accountable. That's going to change your body the most out of anything else. What nutrition does, it strips your fat away from your body, but then that reveals what you really got. That's why some women say all the time, oh, Chad, I want to keep losing weight because I feel like I'm losing my ass. You probably are. Because that wasn't muscle. That was just fluff. Believe it or not. But some women I could show you, because these are women that day in and day out, when they was getting puffy, when they got small, they always stay consistent lifting weights. They're 130 pounds. They're only 5'2", and that thing is danging. But guess what? They deserve it because they worked on that. Serious. I'm just trying to be real with y'all so y'all can see what I'm saying. I'm being facetious, but like even like me, I can never get skinny. I cannot possibly get skinny. But that's because when I was fat, I kept lifting weights. Because I was taught that you could turn fat into muscle. No, you can't. You just reveal the muscle once you get off the fat. So for 15 plus years, I've been lifting weights, and now I got that muscular build. I wasn't even trying to get that. I was just trying to get skinny. But now I knew the nutrition is what revealed it all. So nutrition reveals what you got. If you are not happy with a certain area in your body, you got to start doing some form of a stimulus where it's kind of hard on your body. Your body now has to adapt. For me, it's lifting weights. I actually enjoy lifting weights. For some of y'all, it's yoga, hot box. For some of y'all, it's Pilates. For some of y'all, it's solid core. Anything is better than zero. You cannot multiply zero. All right? Aisha, I see your cogs turning for the past 5 minutes, so say what you want to say.
I'm just trying to figure out. So you're saying that if we haven't been building enough muscle over these years, then we would, to look the way we want to look, we have to be lighter than we think we have to be?
Exactly. Unless you seen your, okay, so for instance, you got to use, we're one of N, right? You're a one of one. So if Aisha said, okay, for 10 years, I haven't been actively, consistently working out. And when I was in college, I used to look good. I used to wear my two pieces. I used to always wear a crop top. I used to always be 155, right? Now I'm 180, and it's been 10 years though. I got more of my grown woman body. I got a little bit more curves, little things like that. I'm thinking because 10 years passed, even though I haven't been consistently working out, it's safe to say I at least gain 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. I promise you, gaining muscle is not that easy. That's what I'm saying. So if you want that same physique and that same body that you want, you probably got to get back to that 160 because you didn't deserve to gain 10 pounds of extra or muscle. If you want that exact same aesthetic. But then you'll see some women, they was consistent with lifting weights 2 to 3 to 4 times a week for a whole duration of 3 to 4 to 5 years. Now, let's say they 5'5.5" like Aisha, they could be 170 because that really is muscle. Do you see what I'm saying? So the more y'all lift weights now or the more muscle you build, the heavier weight you can be and still look good. My abs was popping at 175 6 years ago, but I'm 6'3". My abs are now popping at me being 205, 210. That means I must have gained at least 25, 30 pounds of muscle, which makes sense. You see what I'm saying? But keep in mind, that's 6 years. I'm only talking about 20 pounds of muscle. Yeah, you're thinking you gained 2 pounds of muscle. You worked out with your trainer for 2 weeks. That's not how it works, boo. I promise you that. Okay? So you got to be consistent with this. All right, y'all?
That's what my goal is, being consistent.
Being consistent with it. And even if you show up, some days I hate going to the gym. But guess what? As long as I go, I can check in. I can check that box. Some days I just go in and do cardio. Okay, but I was here. I arrived. That's it.
Well, my son got me a walking pad and a weighted vest, so I'm on it every day. Every day I'm on it.
Make it easy for y'all.
I was sick and I was still on it. I didn't care. I put my weighted vest and I got on there. My weighted vest is like 50 pounds.
Oh.
Yep.
Almost died with my little 20-pound one.
I sweat bullets.
Hurting.
Yeah.
Mine is 20.
Yeah. Mine's is only 35, so she beats me.
50. Jesus.
Yeah, 50 is. She trying to do a Jesus walk. I'm good off that.
I was walking there for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to get the goal, not tomorrow.
I'm trying to get the goal, girl. I'm trying to be looking good by my birthday in May.
Oh, man.